It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Denver Nuggets as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. For Brooklyn, they come in off the loss to the Wizards at Verizon Center. Let's just say it has not been a season to remember for them. With a large chunk of the schedule behind us, they have the worst record in the entire NBA. Yikes. And Shaq, we're coming up to the halfway point of the season. Some teams finally getting into a groove after a somewhat shaky start.
Yeah, every year is different. Sometimes it takes a little longer to figure out. But what's most important is you get hot at the right time.
Oh, that's right. I agree with that. And you have to have a lot of experience on your team. And those guys know how to pace themselves. And you can just kind of relax. Quality veterans won't allow the season to be a sprint. It's a marathon.
Tip-off coming up shortly. It's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
From Brooklyn, New York, and the home of the Nets, we're broadcasting live from Barclays Center. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Taking a look at Denver, they've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
The way this team has played, Kevin, I would expect them to continue the win streak against this team because, quite honestly, they enjoy a lot of matchup advantages in this one.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Gallinari and Fareed, the duo at the forward. Will Barton is out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Hamilton. Offline with his 3.
One thing you have to love about Will Barton is his ability to put on a show if left unchecked. He's one of those players that when he is on the floor, you need to keep your eyes glued to the TV. He's bound to make an incredible block or put someone on a poster at any moment.
Now here's Fareed. The Nuggets moving the ball around, and it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And with Barton, you love that he still plays with efficiency, with all the highlight reel plays he is capable of making.
And that's not always an easy thing to do. Stay efficient like he does. Put on a great show at the dunk contest last season in Toronto. And Barton's starting to get proper recognition for being a true up-and-coming star in our league.
Lives up to that nickname, Will the Thrill.
That's right.
On defense, the Nets, defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock him down.
And guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
Nice shot by Hamilton.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Moutier with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Feeds it to Foy. The three. That shot, no good.
They've had a cold start so far, just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
And Gallinari kicks to Jokic. High post shot. No good off the front iron.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Now Fareed after Jeremy Lin's three-pointer that didn't go. Moutier passed to Jokic and stolen by Hamilton. And Foy with a clear path to the hoop. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
The Nuggets missed the playoffs for the last 3 seasons, but before that, they'd made the postseason, Greg, for a decade straight.
Yeah, and turnover in the front office and on the coaching staff. They've been very competitive without a true superstar player. They've got some intriguing young talent. You just have to see how it all comes together.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him, but very few that rise up like he can.
Brooklyn trailing. Right side, Lynn. Count it, good.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Here's Moutier. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Deflects the pass and stolen by Hamilton. The finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Moutier dishes to Gallinari. Puts up a three. Another three for Denver. Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 1. Outside, Lynn. There's the pick. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The dish to Foy. Pulls it up. Offensive rebound, Nets. No good from Hamilton. Nuggets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Barton. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Barton's got his first points of the game. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And here's Moutier. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Turnaround Jay. Jokic, no good. Nets trail by 3. Hamilton kicks to Lynn. They set the pick. And there's the feed to Nicholson. Nets passing it around. Hamilton right side. Hamilton can't get that one to fall.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And Gallinari kicks to Moutier. Gallinari on the wing. coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Hamilton the pass to Lynn. Down low, here's Nicholson. No good off the back of the rim. Denver leading by 3 to the paint. Here's Jokic. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact. You know, the Nets have a pair of ABA titles to their name. Still looking for their first title in the NBA, though. Have come close before, but never closed the deal. Back in the early 2000s, back-to-back chips to the championship round. And, you know, part of the move to Brooklyn for the Nets increased the pressure to win, and all New York teams have immense pressure to be successful due to the market they're in.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And going back to the Nets and their title quest, the 2 ABA titles are nothing to scoff at. Those were incredible teams.
Based on what I've read, they absolutely were. I wish I could go back in time and see those championship runs live. I mean, 74 and 76, amazing for the Nets franchise, led during those years by Dr. J, who was dominant, unlike any player we had seen to that point, from my understanding. They were the last team to win the ABA title before they merged into the NBA.
Well, free throws good from Barton. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward. You know, you look back over the Nets' history, and a lot of great players wore the jersey, but one that stands out to me is Drazen Petrovic. Didn't have a very long career in the NBA before his life was cut terribly short, but he was one of the best shooters ever to play.
Nets trail by 8. To the left side wing. Here's Kilpatrick. Martin defending. And the basket by Kilpatrick. And Drazen Petrovic was truly a special player for both this Nets organization and all of the NBA. A hero among all Net fans.
And guys, he was one of the purest shooters ever, and certainly the best for the Nets franchise, in my opinion. You know, watching him in person, he was smart, he was tough, he had good size, and he was absolutely lethal. He made the open 3, but he also made challenge 3s. And some ways, you think about Petrovic and how he shot it, reminds you a little bit of the way Steph Curry shoots it today.
The Nuggets have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Booker, he's checked in for Hamilton. Quincy Ace has come in for Nicholson. Archie Goodwin, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's LeVert in for Jeremy Lin. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Arthur comes in for Fareed. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. And Murray's subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. LeVert the pass to Goodwin. And there's the pass to Ace. Here's LeVert. Martin defending. Fires the 3. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 8. Inside. And Barton throws it down.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even larger.
And Brooklyn has possession. Denver getting their last shot to go. Launches a 3. Goodwin. Good. Goodwin's got his first 3 points of the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
They got to watch out, Clark. Those kind of defensive lapses early in the game can start to snowball for a team.
Now here's Murray. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Chandler dishes to Barton. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Casey's shot is good.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Pass to Goodwin. Fires from deep. Let's keep it alive. A nice shot by Booker.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Plumlee with the screen. Barton kicks to Plumlee. Here's Arthur. Casey with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
He doesn't usually fire from out there. Now just a 2-point Nugget lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Dishes it to Barton. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
That free throw good from Barton.
And the Nuggets might not have too many household names, but they do have some depth. And from 1 to 12, you look up and down that roster, they have players with NBA talent.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Harris is checked in. Here's LeVert. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's AC, passes it to Kilpatrick. 5 on the clock. LeVert. Plumlee with the rebound. And you look at the Nuggets, Greg, they're a team with some young talent, some veteran talent. Where do they go from here?
I think the focus has to be on developing the young players. I mean, you like to have a blend of vets in there to help mentor the young guys. But let's be honest, this is a team that's a long way away from contending.
Here's LeVert. A step-back shot here. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Exactly. I mean, when you lose as much as they did last year, you'll get beat by teams that aren't playoff powers for sure.
To the inside. Goodwin, good. Goodwin's got 5.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
1:19 left in the first quarter. Now here's Murray. He's covered closely, expanding his range. Harris misses.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Arthur. We saw him with 10 points last game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's LeVert. 6-point game. Now Goodwin. 5 points in the game. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Denver's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Harris. Harris missing again. Here's LeVert. Over to the wing. Baseline J on the way. And that does it for the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful.
I wasn't sure, if my career would ever pan out the way I was hoping for, or if I would be able to stay in the NBA. And so for me to be here playing, to be able to know I'm going to play in the game, in an NBA game, it's just, it's pretty cool.
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lin has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lin.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
It's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, Moody and Harris are their lengthy guard set. Gallinari and Fareed, the duo at the forward. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Hollis Jefferson, and it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, Fareed in position, hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
We know Brook Lopez is a great post scorer, but he can shoot it too. Growing up with big brothers, he said, I had to score somehow, and it was easier to play outside. I was out on the wing a lot in high school running the floor. I had to adapt. Kevin, it's hard to picture him on the wing now, but he's comfortable out there.
Yeah, but he brings that skill level to you. You can see that. Thank you.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Denver.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. One thing that Gallinari brings to the table is his ability to line up effectively at either forward spot. Can act as a stretch 4, if you will, with his height and still bother other power forwards. Very efficient shooter at the 4 position when he gets minutes there.
And Moutier throws it down.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Then the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Nicholson, sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Now, here's Moutier. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Count it.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Harris misses. Nets trail by 10. Foy with it, picked up by Harris. And a wide open look for Lynn. Gallinari with the rebound.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And Greg, one thing you saw from Moutier as he adjusts to NBA basketball, he knows how to play without fear. He has no problem attacking any big star and often turned in great performances against the elite point guards in the NBA.
And Moutier also showed that he had a knack for stepping up big in crunch time. I mean, can come into the fourth quarter situations and come up with a big shot in a close game. You can see his potential to develop into an elite closer late in games.
With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and back court for the Nuggets.
And their guards have led the way in that regard. The ball is in their hands, and credit to them. They're not just looking to get shots up. They're of the mindset to create great looks for everybody.
Here's Lynn. 14 points from him the last game against Washington.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
There's the three. Here's Nicholson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. After their move to Brooklyn, the Nets went with an all-in approach. Sold their future to try and put a title team together. Came up well short. Now they're left to rebuild.
Now the Nets have scrapped that approach, it seems, and it couldn't come at a better time. Learned some lessons from trying to sell their picks and future for a quick playoff run. New management and a new coach have said they are committed to doing things the right way, even if it is slower.
And so Nicholson nails both of them.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Now here's Moutier, defended by Lynn. And Fareed kicks to Jokic. Goes up on the wing. And it's Lynn with the rebound. Nets trail by 10. It's Hollis Jefferson, top of the key. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
What a nice finish. Hollis Jefferson showing you his bounceability there.
For Denver, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Jokic's screen. Harris dishes to Moutier. Fareed the pass to Jokic. Brooklyn with the rebound. Outside, Lynn. Here's Foy. And it's blocked. Takes a three. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Now here's Fareed. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Here's Lynn. Following the basket by Emmanuel Moutier. Over in the corner, Foy. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Foy's got 6 points.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Now here's Moutier. Pass to Jokic. Back to Moutier. 4 on the clock. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Nuggets sit statistically in the NBA right now. First in rebounding, first in opponent field goal shooting. They're ranked 3rd in lowest opponent scoring average. In other words, points per game for the opposition. They control the pace and defend with vigor.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Moutier's got 6 points in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Martin in the corner. Jokic against Hamilton. Jokic kicks to Mudiay. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. Nets trail by 9. There's Wynn with the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
Timeout called the Nets.
Guard it.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. The Nuggets number 1.
Well, better protection of the lane the last few weeks, Kevin, has helped them cut down on the easy scoring. They've also done a better job on the mid-range coverage as well, getting to their man quicker and finding ways to clog up the passing lane.
Foy with it. Martin defending. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lynn kicks to Nicholson. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Nicholson's got 6 in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Nuggets have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. The first one falls, and a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Denver also making some changes. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Arthur comes in for Fareed, and Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Gallinari. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Now here's Goodwin. He's got 7, and Plumlee kicks to Barton. The putback, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too, so nothing subtle about that one.
Murray's checked in for Denver. Nets trail by 11. Here's LeVert. He feeds it to Goodwin. To the middle. Here's AC. Kilpatrick passes to LeVert. Booker with no one around. And again, it's the Nets missing. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. To the middle. Here's Plumlee. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a late first-round pick out of Duke, Mason Plumlee, the younger of the Plumlee brothers. His brother Miles drafted a year earlier.
Yeah, basketball, kind of the family game, if you will. Their dad also played in college. And Mason and his brother both with great tools, both standing 6'11", with great leaping ability. Game dunkers for sure, the both of them.
And he's good on the second. Nets trail by 12. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Plumlee with the screen. Barton dishes to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Murray with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Lynette shooting not great, 40% for the game. Levert the pass to Goodwin. There's a good screen. No good that time. Now Denver takes it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's Kilpatrick. That's tipped. Barton outside. Yep, that one goes. Barton's got 13 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now here's Goodwin. He has 7.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And here are the Nuggets now. Chandler is screen. Here's Murray. Booker pulls it in.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Nets trail by 16. There's the pick. Here's Goodwin.
He's still looking for his first points of the second quarter after delivering nicely in that first quarter. He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The Nuggets leading by 19 points. Shot left block.
And you talk about a scorer who can just get red hot. Jamal Murray is that guy. Once he hits a few from deep, he just gets in his groove and can pick apart a defense. Will attack the rim and mix it up on offense if the D starts to overplay his jump shot.
Free throw good, Murray.
And Murray has a full package. I mean, he's a deadly shooter and a surprisingly good penetrator, too. A terrific guard.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Kilpatrick. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Out to the wing. Here's AC. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. That one is on Arthur. And with Murray, even in his short college career at Kentucky, he has shown that he can absolutely take over a game with his offense.
Yeah, there were a few games for him with the Wildcats where he just looked to be playing against fifth graders the way he was scoring. Can still get cold from the outside and struggle like anyone else, but when he is on, he is a force of nature on the offensive end.
Man among boys, you're right, G.A. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now here's Arthur. He has 7. Murray kicks to Arthur. Goodwin with the steal. Chandler with the steal. Inside, Barton, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And you gotta like how they're working the ball inside this quarter. They were struggling to do that earlier. Now they're showing the focus to take the ball inside.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
And how good has he been at the line?
He sure has been. I mean, you could tell that he had that nice rhythm right from the start. Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Here's LeVert. Makes it off the glass.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Plumlee with the screen. Murray dishes to Chandler.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one. Chandler hits them both.
And when the Nets hired Kenny Atkinson as their coach, it signaled a bit of a culture change. No more going for that big name coach to make a splash as they had done in the past. Went out and got a lead assistant from an organization that had found consistent success.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And the first one at the line is good. Harris is checked in for Will Barton. He's off on the second. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Kilpatrick. But he gets it back. And here is Goodwin. 7 points in the game. There's a screen. Pass to LeVert. Trying his luck deep. That shot missing. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Nuggets ahead, running away with it. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. What a start it was for Will Barton. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, they're making a living at the line, and that's a direct result of being aggressive. They're not just settling for shots that the defense offers them. They're attacking the defense and drawing fouls. That's big-time basketball, and obviously it's led to a big-time lead.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off, but they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And that'll do it, as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
Celebrating, we're the best.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Gotta like what Will Barton has done in this game.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Hollis Jefferson is out there with Andrew Nicholson. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then there's Foy, and it's Hamilton in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. And Jokic slams it in.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Yep, it counts. Foy's got 8 points.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Yeah, I think some of the players, Greg, quite honestly, are heavy-legged. I mean, they don't seem to have been warmed up effectively here to start the second half.
Now, here's Moutier. Some solid defense there from Lin.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think. And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Here's Lin. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Hamilton outside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Moutier. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Fareed. And finished off by Fareed.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Nicholson's shot is off. Denver's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. It's tipped. It's stolen by Foy. To the middle. Nicholson with the bucket. 8 points for him.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Now, here's Moutier. He's guarded closely. Passes it to Jokic. Wants to get it to Barton and does. The Nuggets moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. And it's Gallinari missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Kicks to Foy. In the corner, it's Lin. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's Gallinari with the 3. And it's Gallinari again missing. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And so the timeout by Kenny Atkinson here.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Hamilton sets a screen for Lynn. Hamilton up top. Outside, Lynn. Kick out to Hamilton. And the Nets miss again.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Looking at the game for Barton, he's got 16 points, and he's hit 6 shots from the charity stripe, contributing to their offense.
And you know what? When he's had the opportunity, he's been in attack mode, and that's what led to those points at the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. All free throws good from Barton. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lynn kicks to Hamilton. Over in the corner, Foy. Hamilton with a screen on Barton. Off the screen, and it's off the back rim. No good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Fareed the pass to Jokic. It's deflected, but they get it back. Barton kicks to Jokic. Second shot opportunity. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. One of the biggest reasons why coaches love Kenneth Fareed is that he never gives up on a play. Whenever he's on the floor, you know, Greg, he's going to leave out there everything he's got to give his team the best possible step ahead.
And Kevin, the great numbers Fareed can put up are almost secondary to his true impact. The hustle that he brings to the floor is contagious. It's a big part of why he's found his way onto Team USA rosters and been a critical part of their success.
Good on both.
And what a tremendous game for Fareed. He has 14 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
Gallinari with the steal. Barton kicks to Gallinari. Down low, cuts off the pass. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Hollis Jefferson, good.
And with the physical gifts that Hollis Jefferson has, he plays a lot bigger than his listed height.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Fareed, right side. And Lynn with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Lynn's got his second basket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Moutier with the basket.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Nets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Hamilton, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. They set the pick. And Foy kicks to Nicholson. A three-pointer off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Lynn. Following the missed shot by Will Barton. Lynn kicks to Nicholson. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now Moutier, 10 points for him. He dishes it to Gallinari. Inside, it's tipped. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Hamilton's got the ball. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Looking at the game Gallinari has been having, he has 11 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
2 shots.
And that one misses. The Nuggets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Good on the second free throw. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. They set the screen. Feeds to Foy. Shoots. And it's Denver with the rebound. Fareed's got his 5th rebound in this one. Gallinari dishes to Fareed. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nuggets.
2
Guys,
shots.
the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, and the other thing also is tonight they've been able to get to the free throw line consistently and also convert big points from the charity stripe.
No good on that one. So both teams changing it up here. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Goodwin, good.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Now here's Murray. 7 points in the game.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Harris passes to Chandler. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Lynn kicks to Goodwin. Pass to Kilpatrick from 10 feet out, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Kilpatrick's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Fareed setting the pick for Harris. He kicks it to Fareed. Wide open look here for Murray. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Goodwin, good.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Chandler kicks to Fareed, and it's slammed in by Fareed.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
They grab their own miss. Kilpatrick passes to Lynn. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And we take a look here at the shot chart.
And plain and simple, they just don't have the 3-point shot tonight. They'll need to keep taking them to keep the defense honest, but they can't expect it to be a major source of points the way they have been clanking it off the iron so far. Just a bad time to go cold from deep as a team.
The Nuggets have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Here's Murray up on top, defended by Lynn. Plumlee against Booker. Murray dishes to Plumlee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. The Nuggets, number 1.
I like how this team has been coming up big lately, Kevin. They seem to have a new dedication and energy to rebounding the ball, and it's paying off.
Two shots.
That one is off. LeVert's checked in for Jeremy Lin. And Denver also making a switch. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Fareed. Second free throw, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And the foul called on Terrell Arthur. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's LeVert. Plenty of space. No good from Booker.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now the pass to Kilpatrick. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Murray kicks to Arthur. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and the 3 ball is good. Harris has got 5 points so far. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the league and NBA teams have become much more aware of protecting players' health, and they're finding out that rest and sleep are a huge part of that. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said medicine and science have improved, and thought processes do as well. He said in the old days, guys played 48 minutes. Well, we've made advances.
Take a break.
We don't go backwards with this stuff.
2 shots.
We go forwards. And guys, that's why they want their players off their feet as much as possible.
Good report, DA. Thank you. That free throw missing. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Murray, the pass to Harris. To the middle. Here's Chandler. And that one goes long. Net shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. It's good.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Here's Murray. He has 7. There's the dish to Plumlee. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Brooklyn's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And that's a foul called on Archie Goodwin. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Denver's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. They set the pick. Murray dishes to Arthur. And the dunk by Arthur.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here.
He'll take those all day long.
And there's a little bit of a question as to where Jamal Murray will line up in the NBA. He's played both point guard and shooting guard in the past and has the skills to play either position comfortably.
And I think Murray has shown he can play the shooting guard proficiently. But it'll be interesting if this team sees him as a point guard long term. Didn't play that at UK, so a bit behind the curve in that sense. But with his scoring, however, you just want him on the floor no matter where he lines up.
Check out the game for Booker. He has 8 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
Now here is Harris. 5 points in the game. Fires from the wing. And the dunk by Arthur.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
He is one of the most determined rebounders, guys, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Murray kicks to Harris. There's the feed to Arthur. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Arthur's got 6 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. They get it again. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 10 points.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Plumlee with the screen, and here's Chandler from the arc. Offline. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Nuggets ahead, delivering the blowout. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Gary Harris. Roy Hibbert is out there with Arthur. Then it's Nelson, and it's Miller in at the 3 slot. And Denver has possession after the basket by Brooklyn. Nelson, the pass to Arthur. Fires at the elbow. Rebound, Brooklyn. Hamilton with a screen on Miller. Dishes it to Dinwiddie. Here's McDaniels. He feeds it to Nicholson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Denver's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Nelson outside. Pass to Arthur. Inside, here's Hibbert, and then Hibbert with the dunk.
Well, he's not the quickest leaper. He actually doesn't leap that well at all, but Hibbert still can power his way to the rim.
Here's Whitehead, guarded by Nelson. Passes it to Dinwiddie, beyond the arc. The shot misses, and the Nuggets going the other way. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Hibbert with the screen. Back to Arthur. Takes a three. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
To the paint. Here's McDaniels. It's rebounded by Roy Hibbert. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Nelson kicks to Arthur. To the paint. Harris. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Here's Nelson. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Hibbert with the screen. Nelson dishes to Hibbert.
Boy, you look at Hibbert, when he's in motion like that, rolling off the screen, I think he's much harder to defend.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Kicks it to McDaniels. Launches it. Arthur grabs the board. Arthur's got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Jameer Nelson dropping a delicious dime there.
Feeds it to McDaniels. And Hibbert with the block.
He's really a tough guy to shoot over. Hibbert with the great size and length, and he's developed a knack for timing his challenges quite well, and as a result, anchoring the defense.
Now here is Harris. He dishes it to Arthur. To the inside. And Hibbert the bucket on the assist by Arthur. Arthur's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch. Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Harris passes to Arthur. Hibbert against Hamilton. Hibbert kicks to Harris. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. A different look for Denver. Molinari comes in for Jarrell Arthur. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Gary Harris. Four on the clock. Here's Mudiay. No good on the triple. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Nuggets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Nelson outside. Miller outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Gentlemen. 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Here's Whitehead. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to McDaniels. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he can't get the first one. No good on the second free throw. And he finally knocks one down. Now, here is Nelson. To the middle, looks for Hibbert, gets it to him, and they pick up 2. Hibbert's got 8 points here in this quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Miller. Hibbert dishes to Miller. It's Gallinari on top of the key. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Nelson, the pass to Moutier. Another shot, and he connects with the jumper. Here's Whitehead. There's the screen. Here's McDaniels. The offensive rebound. Hamilton. He kicks to Dinwiddie. Here's Whitehead. Down low, Nelson with the steal. Over in the corner, Moutier. Back to Nelson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Nicholson. Misses the fadeaway jumper. Moutier with the ball. And the pass to Nelson. Hibbert with the screen. Gallinari left side. Shot clock at 5. And another miss by Denver.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
That one drops for him. So it's Denver now. And here's Nelson. There's the dish to Hibbert. The feed now to Gallinari. Hibbert with the screen for Gallinari. Back to Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Putting on a clinic this quarter. I mean, what a tremendous outburst scoring-wise.
And for the Nets, they're shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here's Denver. They're on a 17-7 run. Hibbert with the screen. Now here's Moutier. Tight defense on him. Here's Miller. Brooklyn with the rebound. Hamilton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Whitehead passes to Hamilton. To the paint. And Hibbert with the block. Here's Miller. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
One shot.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Yeah, I think it's time for the defense to be more focused on getting into the middle and stopping that penetration to the basket. They've got to close down those driving lanes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Booker, he's checked in for Justin Hamilton. Quincy Ace has come in for Andrew Nicholson. And it's LeVert in for Whitehead. Here's LeVert. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Just way too many.
The Nuggets have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Hibbert with the screen. Moutier kicks to Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Net shooting struggles apparent, 37% from the field. Here's LeVert. Dishes to McDaniels. Lets it go from the wing. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Nelson outside. Over in the corner, Moutier. Wing shot on the way, and Denver again with the bucket. It's the Nets now. Here's LeVert. He feeds it to McDaniels. Looking to end the run. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Denver takes it the other way. Nelson outside. Miller up on top. Back to Nelson. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Shoots. And Roy Hibbert the bucket on the assist from Gallinari. Gallinari's got his 4th assist in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
A nice shot by Booker.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Nelson dishes to Gallinari. And it's Miller in the corner. Pass to Moutier. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Stolen away. And here's the fast break. Here's Dinwiddie. And it falls over the rim and in. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th. Nelson outside. Pass to Gallinari. And stolen by Booker. To the wing right side. Dinwiddie passes to Booker. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nuggets.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Barton. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
So it's Denver now. Now Nelson. Hibbert with the screen. Nelson kicks to Moutier. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kev. Let's take a look now at our Jordan player of the game.
He was scorching the Nets all night, hit nearly 60. That's right, Ernie, 60% from the field. He was extremely aggressive, but his shot selection was unbelievable.
Listen, Ernie, I don't know if the opposing fans got him riled up or what, but he was out for blood tonight. Shaquille O'Neal, man, he had intensity at his all-time high. He looked like a different player than we're used to seeing.
And that is a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. See you again soon.